Okay, you need to take out your composition and go to the table of contents. Today we're going to have a lesson that is about personal financial literacy. Personal financial literacy. Go to your next clean page. And add number 7 to the top right hand corner so it would be easy to find. Take your note page. This one goes first. It has the title, Personal Financial Literacy, Repaying Loans, and glue it down. Okay, so just follow along and I'll tell you what to fill in. We're going to be talking about interest. Interest is something that you pay or something you earn. So it can be bad for you if you have to pay it. It means that you're going to be paying more for something. Or it can be good for you. If you put a whole bunch of money in the bank, over time it will earn you some more money. You gain interest. You pay interest on loans and credit cards. So you may need a loan, say, whenever it's time for you to buy your first car. If you don't have the money saved up for it, you're going to get a loan and you're going to be paying interest on that loan. Or if you go and buy some new clothes that you didn't have the money already saved up for, you would be putting those purchases on a credit card, and then you'd have to pay interest because you didn't have the money. You're paying someone else to borrow that you borrowed from. Next it says you earn interest on savings, accounts, and investments. So the interest is good for you whenever you have money in your savings account or you have made some other investments, you will be earning interest. Simple interest is calculated on the principal only. So that is the amount that you borrow. It could be the amount that you borrow or the actual amount that you put into an account. It just depends on which interest you had. Compound interest is calculated on the principal and the interest. So we're going to be working with two different types of interest. A simple interest, the interest is only being calculated on the principal. A compound interest is calculated by the principal and the interest that has already been made. So the word compound means to combine. It's being combined, the principal and the interest. Alright, down here at the bottom of the page, you see a formula. It says monthly payment calculation formula. We're going to do some practice problems where it tells you how much the loan was and how many years it's going to take to pay it back and the interest rate. We're going to use those things in this formula to figure out if you're getting a loan for $10,000 that you have to pay back over 5 years and the interest rate is 5%. This formula will help us figure out how much your regular monthly payment would be. That's what R stands for. the principal is the original loan amount. Whenever you have an interest rate, before you plug it in for I, you have to change it to a decimal. So to change the interest rate to the decimal, you have to divide by 100. Now, this interest rate for this formula is a little bit different because we have to get the interest rate per month. So if it gives you an annual percentage rate, because there are 12 months in a year, we'll be dividing by 12. The N is the number of the months. So if it tells you it's going to take 5 years, you would have to change the number of years to months by multiplying by the number 12. So we're going to practice using this formula.